Hello, people. Hello, people. You've just clicked on this video on YouTube, and what do you say? Do we three look like on the cover picture? Um, the correct answer is no. I've grown my beard. I've grown my hair. The picture was drawn before this Corona thing started, but at some point, Lera, you will redraw this picture, right?
Sure. Sure.
So it is more updated. But let's see the context and the outline of what we are to do here in the next 30 minutes. And we are three. We are three people in the cover, and we are three people working on this startup. And there are three reasons why the show makes sense: an artist, a biz dev, and a programmer. So this is three of us. Basically, we gonna look at the apps we use while building our startup, and we're gonna look at these apps from three different angles. And here we go. You, as a viewer, will be able to discover new apps and get three different views on that. And today, in the menu, we have like Karina is having total fun here, but I hope you, the viewer, are having fun as well. Anyways, we gonna talk about a tool we use for our website. That is Brizy. I don't like the name, but I like the tool. Lera, you're talking about what? Hey, are you here?
It is priest.
So nice. So nice. Okay, Karina, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm like looking at Lira and thinking, why is she so sad? Why does she look so sad? Why she's not blinking? I'm gonna talk about Lunchclub, which is a networking tool. It's like a Tinder for adults. Whatever.
Tinder for
Oh, we have
adults.
Lera back.
Lera is streaming from the middle of revolution in Belarus, and the internets are on and off as
Yeah,
much as
bro,
human
listen.
freedoms. Hey, it wasn't a cringy joke, right?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No. So what are you talking about?
Gonna talk about Descript, the app that I'm using for editing audio mostly and making text out of it.
Perfect. So who starts? Do you want me to start? Do you want to start?
Go ahead. We'll be done with the boring stuff and then we'll switch to something more fun.
I wanted to say that it was a cringe joke and you're out of budget, but unfortunately it wasn't a cringe joke. It actually was a good joke. So yeah. So let me show you an app that we use for to make the website. Previously, so this is one of the pages of our website, and so the tool called
This is my art.
Cloud, yes, this is your art, and this is an art for a podcast that we failed to launch, and just don't tell anybody about it. It's in the pipeline. Anyway, we used to use Jekyll and GitHub Pages, and I liked it because I'm programmer. It was easy, and nobody else liked it, and we really wanted both Liara, who is an artist and media person, and Karina, who is a business person, to be able to use that, and we're using this tool now. So. I guess you both actually were able to use this. Oh no, Lara, you actually used this, right? So it has taken me a week to sort of learn this. It solves the problem of being mobile friendly without me having to learn how to make stuff friendly to mobile and tablet. And for me, and it like has all these nice forms, and it plugs in, for example, right here, this thing is plugged into what does it do? It's so like this is here. I found the button. This is plugged into MailChimp. So that's the good thing. The bad thing is if they don't have an integration, like I haven't figured out yet how they built that integration. So Google Calendar, for example, that's as ugly as it is. Now the cool stuff. The cool stuff that it actually integrates with GitHub. So when
So
Lera, yes, what?
you have to program there, you have to code. That's a thing that scares me.
I want to code, but you don't, so that's why we use this tool. It's totally visual. Like the integration with GitHub, basically. So when I click the update button, it pushes stuff to a GitHub page right here, this one. So it pushes it here. And then Vercel, which is our hosting provider, it's stuff from that GitHub page and deploys multiple versions of it, actually, and it pushes it to
But do we even need a GitHub to create this website? Like, why
yes,
you're talking about GitHub?
Yes, because
What?
if you spoil something,
I mean that.
when editing, I can quickly go and revert that. So I'm not afraid to give it to you or to Karina.
But in general, it's not necessary. I mean, like, if I spoil, I spoil. It doesn't matter. If
so,
like if I'm gonna do by myself some website for myself, I will not need a GitHub.
So I mean, think about this like that. So imagine, I mean, it's so many buttons, right? So imagine you edit some style somewhere, whatever, like somewhere, some padding, some pictures, and then it's like it's broken. And what do? You have to remember
Control
what
Z.
you did. What if you remember it like after you switch the page? I think the control Z works like this button, but I
Yeah.
think it is per page. So imagine you switch and then you figure out that, oh, I broke something. So how do you fix that? And I can go to GitHub and fix that. And also Vercel is much faster. So this page works because Vercel is a hosting provider I like so much, and it's super fast. And Brizy Cloud, it's quite slow. So that is for me. What are your impressions of that? What can you say?
Hopefully I can manage it by a drag and drop and don't have really coding and going super deep into that. Because I haven't really tried it, but
But
well,
would you like
what is that?
Would you like to try it?
Yes and no. Well, whenever I will have to fix something on our website, of course I'll go deep into it, but hopefully I won't have to deal with all the programmer stuff. Actually,
No.
this is something that
So, for
scares me a lot.
example, here
Well,
we
I
go.
tried it, and like as far as for me, I didn't need to code anything. It was like pretty cool because like I can change a website and not caring about programming.
Yeah.
So it was nice.
So that is it. We have a pro version, and with pro version you have all these various designs, and so it's super fun. In order to add a new block, you just like add a new design with total new functionality, and it's super fun and super easy. I think with free version you don't have that. So that's it for me.
Oh, cool.
I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm perfect. So who's perfect now?
Okay, I can go.
You can go.
Next.
And I
Yes.
think in our creepy setup, so what's magical about our creepy setup? I think it's that I will have to demo the tool that you want to talk about. So it's gonna be
Yeah. Well, let's try that. Let's see our like teamwork, how it works, and so on and so on.
and luck.
I will give you a cone of shame just in case if you.
Cone of shame. That's a joke, but we'll have to explain it later on.
Yeah.
Since we really
But you
want to try
understood
to
that.
fit into 10 minutes, we have 9:50.
I will I will try to do it fast, so no worries.
And action.
Yay, let's go. So yeah, basically the Descript is the app that I was using for editing the audio mostly, and so basically, like you upload the sound, and why are you clicking randomly?
I'm great. Don't stop.
So you upload the sound, and the smart computer recognizes what the speaker is saying, and it makes text out of it. So basically, during the editing process, you don't really even need to listen to everything. You can just delete by like edit media. Yes. And you can delete the part that you don't like or you think is boring. So it's like pretty easy. You don't need to really listen and like until the end of the sentence if you feel that it's boring. So you can delete it immediately. And also you can easily delete those like sounds, because usually it points out them. I'm sure maybe this is one is already clean, but it's like really easy to delete this. And sometimes there are problems with the recognition of text. So you can basically click on the button where it's like edit media, but edit text. Yes, correct text. Yes. And you can delete anything and type something new, because yeah, you can show that.
It broke. I'm great.
Delete something.
I don't know.
What have you done?
Yes, what
Just
happened?
GitHub for this one.
No
Please
GitHub
be
for this
careful.
one.
I don't know, like for me it works. I don't know why Oleg is struggling with it so much right now. So yeah, maybe at some point he will see how to do that. But anyway, so Oleg, you can try your best to fix it. So also you can point out the speakers, so it would be really easy to understand for you who is talking what. Like for example, you can see Reduxon and some Laura, yes. So yeah, you can literally divide the speech into speakers, which is also pretty easy to edit and see. So yeah, I like this app very much because it became like way more easier to edit the audio for me. And yeah.
Your Can you use it if you don't really?
So, for
Sorry?
example,
What else?
look, there is some dude breathing in the audio.
Your mom likes your.
So what if we remove the dude breathing?
Yeah, so you can do that.
I broke my mic. Very nice. Let's see how it ended up.
Your mom likes your talk.
Sort of works.
It works. You just need to make it more accurate, and like actually it works like really good. So yeah. What was the question?
Can you actually use this in order to, to make your audio into text if you don't really like to listen? I know it's usually, typically, it's vice versa. People don't really want to read the article. They would rather want to listen to a podcast. But if you want to actually read it instead of listening, I think that's a pretty cool tool to use.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it is. It is a very cool tool to use in that way. Usually it recognizes like pretty good. Like only Oleg is the like exception, because for some reason yeah, for some reason every time when I was editing the audio, he is the only one that computer is like, I don't understand you. The computer is like, I don't understand what this dude is talking about. It's like, so yeah, but usually it recognizes like very good. There are some like, mistakes. Sometimes it really likes to swear, instead of beach, where it's like beach, like sand and like, see, it says like bitch. So I'm like, okay.
Naughty tool.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, and what Lara doesn't do, but what I do. So basically, current setup is that. So for example, if we record this right now, like we are recording here in Discord, and we record that in OBS, and we get the audio file, right? And then we import this audio file into Descript, and then Lara processes that and makes a piece of text out of it and removes the creepy dude breathing and and other unnecessary and the boring parts, as he said. And then, as she's done, like there are many more features about that. Like, for example, you can record on top or replace piece of text. So, for example, if this part of text is like you have to replace it, you can do this. But that's not important. What's important, you, as soon as you're done removing parts, you can export both the subtitles and text and audio. So out of script, you can create a blog post, you can create subtitles for your YouTube video, and you can get the audio and publish this as a podcast. So I like this tool a lot. And as you can see, we haven't purchased it yet. But
But we like it.
if somebody watching this video and you have extra money and want to pay for us for this tool, so for example, if you're a team behind the script, what do we do so somebody covers? Because it's quite expensive. It's quite expensive since we need 3 licenses, so that's about $100 per month. So it's, but I guess we'll figure it out.
Watch the video till the end, and then we can monetize it somehow. I'll figure that out.
Yeah. You're the salesperson and business person afterwards. But Karina, for example, do you feel like you would be using this tool for whatever reason?
Yes, and well, I can't think of the situation right now when I actually would like to read instead of listening to a podcast. But if something will come up, then certainly I will use it. It looks like pretty easy to do, and it looks like it actually recognizes the audio pretty good.
And it's
So
easy to follow, and like it splits into words. And when it doesn't recognize something, it like has it like gray like here, but it can be again creepy dude breathing. Let's listen to that.
Now the reason that this
Yes, it was creepy dude breathing. So, and you wonder why they call me a creepy dude.
now the reason that this
He's breathing.
Yeah, he's always like typing, breathing, and making some random like noise. And
Not anymore. Now, I mean, in the next episode, I will show the chain of filters that I have right now, so that no creepy dude is breathing on this video. But like, watch till the next episode and see that coming. But let me shut up, actually. And Karina, now it's your turn. You wanted to talk about some Tinder stuff?
yeah, Tinder for business people, whatever it means. Okay, launching it. Just one
I
second.
like your
I'm not
microphone so much. Karina's microphone looks beautiful and so serious.
Yeah. Hi. That's the technical support. How may I help you?
So, like, technical support for business Tinder. I just wonder, how do you? Sorry, I promised to shut up.
Okay, do you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, that's me on Lunchclub. And at the very beginning, I want to give just a little bit of a backstory about it so that you guys will all know the context. And yeah, as I said, Lunchclub is a short description of the application that actually is about networking. It's actually a very cool networking tool. And since we're all kind of like in the lockdown mode right now, well, maybe not that hard as it used to be, but anyway, this is something that actually you might want to look at if you wish to network from home. And as far as I know, the original idea for it was Tinder for travelers, for business travelers. For example, whenever you go to a conference to San Francisco, let's say, and then you have some time left and you don't really know what to do, you can actually meet some people and using this application. And then later on, when all this new era with pandemic began, they decided to switch it into online mode. So it's pretty new to online as far as I understand. And offline meetings, though, are available in 7 cities. It's San Francisco Bay Area, Los Angeles, New York, Boston, Austin, Seattle, and London. And they are actually promising to add several more to it, but right now we don't really need that. So I started using it during the COVID era, and I don't have much experience with it. I only run several meetings. And in order actually to get access to it, you have to get an invite or you have to wait in a pretty long wait list. And this is how it looks like. So once you get the invite, the next thing happens to you is that you log in and you start filling up the form, the interests. And then you answer several questions like, conversation starters and stuff like this. And at the very beginning, they give you 2 meetings. So they set you up with 2 people. And there is such an instance here, which is called club points here. And you start with 5 of them. And for each meeting that you run, you actually get 2. And once you collect 30, you can actually exchange that in order to make your match more precise. So you randomly meet those people that artificial intelligence actually picks up for you. And sometimes those matches are pretty good and sometimes not really relevant. Well, I would say that for me, it was like 70% relevant and 30% not really. And I know that Oleg also had some experience and some of his matches were not that good. Oleg, maybe you'll share us some of that. If you want, you can go in now.
I won't, but it's really noisy where I am right now. So unfortunately, you're on your own.
Can you show the
Okay.
interface of not only the profile but like something else, how it looks like?
Sure. So here I can set all the meetings. It's loading. You are given 3 meetings per week, and then for 10 additional points, you get an extra meeting. So if you want to have 4 per week, then you have to pay 10 points. And then you pick here time slots available to you that are perfectly fine for you. And then you just wait until the Lunchclub will set you up with someone. You confirm it, and then it happens whatever you want. Could be Zoom, could be Google Hangouts, or something else. And so you meet a random person who can actually be very, very relevant to you. For example, when I just started using it, my purpose was to meet more of angel investors, and VCs. And actually, Lunchclub handled that pretty good because I managed to meet several people who gave me a pretty nice advice about our startup and where we're going and how to develop that and what requirements will be further on. So things like this. And then you can actually change that purpose into something else, like business development, or if you want just network, or you want just you're curious about the people who are at Lunchclub. Yeah, so this is all manageable, and you can change that later on. You can also invite your friends from Facebook or somewhere else, and you are actually also given club points for that. And here you have all the settings. Not really interesting.
But
I'd say
what
that.
was the best match for you? Like, was it at least fun?
It was fun. My actually very, very first match was with someone based also in Barcelona, because I'm based in Barcelona. And I don't really know an entrepreneurship environment here really well. So they actually matched me with a VC from Barcelona as well. And she later on introduced me with some incubators, accelerators, and some other VCs who might be interested in our startup. And this is something that exactly what I was looking for when I started using the platform.
Lera, I'm inspired right now. Do you want to meet some VCs from Belarus?
I'm afraid of meeting new people in Belarus from now, you know. You never know who is this.
Da, da,
You know.
da.
And it's not even a joke, sadly.
It's not a joke, but do you want to brief people about like what's going on, like why are you afraid of using lunch? Oh well, first, Lunchclub is not available in Belarus, so like okay, let's close this topic. It's not available anyway.
So it doesn't matter then.
Online. It's available online. So I guess you can make some settings that you're only interested in people in Belarus, based in Belarus, but I'm not sure if they can actually manage and set you up with the people from Belarus.
Yeah.
Not sure there are so many of them there.
I personally enjoy Lunchclub first and foremost to test the social audio interactions, sort of. Like to figure out how social audio works and what are the use cases and how do you manage the community and how like all the social audio mechanics that is super relevant to what we're doing in with our startup. And we still have a few minutes, so let me steal the stream and add a bit more to that, but feel free to comment. Basically, the Lunchclub matches people using their own tools and like the Tinder mechanics are built in, but the community mechanics, they use Zoom for that. So people watching this right now, have you been to Zoom calls, to public Zoom calls? You have been to public Zoom calls. Now remember, like there are like Q&A and chats, and with all public Lunchclub events that I've been to, so somebody very cool is talking, chat just goes haywire, and they promote total different like random stuffs. Somebody's arguing, somebody's saying different like things that I totally don't want to see in a chat when I'm watching. For example, there were even bright founders talking, and the chat was just like so. It's very fun to see how they deal with moderation, they don't, how they deal with community things, and to learn both from what they're good at and from what they're bad at, and to not repeat their mistakes, sort of. So yeah, they're sort of an inspiration. I stole your stream. I'm sorry. We have 2 minutes. You can talk about something. I'll shut up.
I'd say that I would give it a try and then just see what happens. And you never know, maybe you'll meet some pretty good people. And then the thing that I've noticed recently that many of the matches I had there, they actually started pretty recently. So they had like just a few meetings so far. And there are only a few whom I met who already are far behind. Like they already have 60 or 70 meetings there. And it looks like it's emerging and people are joining, and since networking in how we knew it before is not really possible in this whole situation, it's a good thing to do, just if you're bored or if you're pursuing some goals, something that you can definitely
or if you
try.
want to see the chat going haywire, I couldn't hold on myself from this joke. I'm sorry. We have 50 seconds left. Let's think about what we're gonna do next. We're gonna meet next week and show new tools. And what kind of tools do we have on the list? AppSumo. I like this tool a lot. We can talk about AppSumo, right? Then,
Great one.
Then Phrase, the tool, the AI. We also appreciate this, the tool to help with writing and research. Then found.ee, we also have a premium account there, a tool to help with ads we, for example, build the landing page for our podcast there, and we'll explain why this is a big thing. Then I'm just reading my backlog. I mean, you probably have your own backlogs. Anyways, we have like a set of diverse tools, both geeky and marketingy and salesy, and perhaps our medium person can show Photoshop at some point. That's the new tool everybody should learn about its existence, right? This was a cringe joke, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's just end this for overtime 32 seconds. Wave, pretend that this video went well and just wave.